What is up, Surgeaholics? Good to be back. It's been a while, Germ. How you doing, man?
It's been a long while, Jay.
Good to see you. Good to see everybody in the chat. It's been a week, I think, for me.
Oh, longer than that, Jay. Longer than that.
Longer than that?
Oh, yeah.
Since Christmas.
I thought you left the day after.
That's a week, man.
It's been a week and 3 days, bro.
The day after, wait, hold up. The day after Christmas was Friday.
So it's been over a week, Jay.
Today's Saturday.
Been over.
But I'm back.
We didn't do a Christmas show, Jay.
And let me everyone know I did not win. Didn't win the Powerball. Okay, I just went on vacation.
Hey,
had a great vacation.
I don't need to hear about your Powerball antics. Hey, Jay, is this official? I mean, we said it probably would happen.
No, I don't. Germ, I saw
it may have just happened in the last 5 minutes, Jay.
I don't know. I don't know what's official or not, but man, how's it been going this last week? I've tried to see what was going on a little bit.
Well, I tell you how it's going, Jay. I told everyone there was a 100% chance that Joe John Finley would be fired. Yes, fired. People said, "Oh, they would have already done it," or people said, "Oh, they won't fire anyone." Well, looks like they did, Jay.
Yeah, it was a few days ago, wasn't it?
100%'s pretty confident in it, Jay.
New Year's Eve, is that when that happened, or New Year's Day?
I don't recall. It's been a.
What's up, Tuddies? How you doing? Yeah, good to be back, guys. Really is. I know a lot of people thought I might hit the portal, went to the Notre Dame channel. Did not. I'm back. Had a good trip. Ready to talk some football, man.
I only had a couple of nights where I just lost my mind. Only a couple, Jay. You'd be proud.
I did see that you went live pretty much every night. That's pretty impressive.
I didn't miss, man.
That's pretty impressive. It's hard to do by yourself.
I saw this. David Stone said, "Come home, Caden Durham."
Hey,
that's a guy you got to get.
When you look at running backs out there in the portal, he'd be a guy I'd love to have. I tell you that. And I know that a lot of talk on Livingston today. Parker Livingston from Texas.
I like him.
Apparently making a visit to Oklahoma. I think Indiana could be in the running there. It'd be a good get for Oklahoma to land him. I liked him when he was at Texas. I thought he was a good player. I don't think he did as well down the stretch for Texas. I don't follow Texas that closely, but I don't think he put up as many good numbers down the stretch. And I've heard multiple things about him wanting this amount of money and Texas not. I don't know. I just know he's probably gonna be visiting Oklahoma. He's got good size. Oklahoma could, but in looking at the portal, I know a lot of people want splash gets. I don't know how many splash gets OU will get on offense. I will say, I think if you could get Durham and Livingston, I think that'd be pretty good.
You got to get a really good tight end too.
Tight end, you have to land a tight end. What do you think about Beers? He's going to make a visit. What do you think about him, Jerry?
He's a guy I'd take him on the team for sure, Jay. I mean, he's better than what they had last year. But I want the guy from Ohio State. Thurman.
Yeah. The guy from Penn State entered today too, 5-star.
5-star. Michigan also had a 5-star.
Yeah, I mean, there's guys out there. What does OU do? I think OU needs they need at least 2 tight ends, though, at least.
Also, who is the top linebacker portal from a power conference? Is it Cole Sullivan from Michigan?
I don't know. I mean,
I haven't seen Pete Nakos didn't really say, Jay. I saw corrections. I saw corrections say, yeah, Jay. No one wanted to pick Jay up. They were waiting to see if I was going to put my name in the portal. I'm staying here. That's who they were waiting on. They were waiting on the big dog.
On that cruise ship, I had a lot of people that they were offering me a lot.
I know one of them, Jay. You want me to name drop?
What?
The picture you sent me.
Picture you sent me.
Yeah, John Rahm.
Oh, that wasn't John Rahm. It was a joke.
No, I told you. You.
Hey, I'll send you the picture after the show, dude. At our dinner table every night, the table next to us, this dude was a spitting image of Lincoln Riley. If Lincoln Riley was not in a bowl game, and I sent you that picture, I was going to send it to you on the day they played the game, but I was like, he'll know it's not Lincoln Riley. They just played a football game. Spitting image, dude. Spitting image.
Hey, Noel, thanks for the super while you're on the oil fields of New Mexico. Appreciate it. Hey, I saw a couple people talk about basketball. Mo McGee was great today. It was a great opener win. We just put a video out. Go check it out. Just put one out about, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, Cole
Owen
Adams.
Waffle. Owen
Hey,
Waffle. Owen
hey,
Waffle.
thanks again, Noel, for the super. Hey, Germ, Cole Adams in the portal tonight.
He's a
Now-
918 kid. He's only 5'10". I like him. He's a tough dude. He's got speed, but he's a slot guy, Jay. He's a Jacob Jordan type, but better.
Did you know that Alabama's down to 6 receivers?
Yeah, and I don't know if all those are going to stay.
Yeah, no. Man, it's a crazy world, the portal. Germ, let me ask you this. I'm going to give, and this is for the chat too, everybody in the chat. I'm going to give you 3 names.
Okay.
I'll give you 3 guys, and I want you to tell me who you would like to have the most at tight end. The Ohio State guy you're mentioning. Let's just do the Ohio State, Michigan, or Brody Foley from Tulsa.
I want Thurman from Ohio State.
Over Foley?
I mean, I would take Foley too. He's $1 million.
Foley's good, man. I think Foley's really good. I know he plays for TU, but I think he's really good.
Now, look at this. According to Michael Neal, Drum reported that the Kentucky defensive line canceled the visit at OU's request because OU got a commit from a big fish defensive tackle. Well, Cody Sigler's not a big fish. So the question is, who is it? Prieskorn?
That's who Jackson wants, the Michigan guy.
Or tight end. That's the tight end in Michigan.
Yeah, that's who he wants. I think when
Yeah, you should be. Hey, you know what's laughable to me? It's laughable to me. It is people act like Parker Livingston is some scrub football player.
Well, it's because he played for Texas. That's why OU fans are like that.
Oh, they didn't like him at Texas. He hurt OU.
Well, but it's just that because he played for Texas, Germ. I mean, now, Chris, thanks for the super. Appreciate it. Chris, Texas fan here, says Livingston to OU is a possibility, but better have both 6 figures Texas offered that to him, and he said
it'll
no.
be 6 figures.
The interesting thing about him was
Not 7 figures.
He was Arch's roommate.
Tate Sandell gets 6 figures.
He was Arch's roommate, dude.
Yeah.
Man, I seen Hayden Hansen in here a lot.
Good blocking guy. Not sure how he is catching, Jay.
When are we going to hear about Heineke, Germ?
I said it the other day, Jay.
I would guess a couple of years from now.
NCAA.
A couple of years from now, if you're talking NCAA.
Guys,
hey
guys, Parker Livingston is 6'4". OU hasn't had that in a while.
Hey, where does Sorsby end up? He visited Tech. He's going to visit LSU now.
I think he's going to be LSU and Levitt goes to Tech.
Really? You think he's
$6 million, Sorsby?
I think these numbers are getting Germ. These numbers are getting Germ.
Okay, yeah.
These numbers are getting inflated. That's not what they're getting. I'm sorry. I don't believe it one
Prove
bit.
it, Jay. Hey,
I don't
Jackson.
believe it. Germ, it's called the rule of money. You have people tell people that's what they're
I know how it works, Jason.
Because then
Hayden Hansen's a better pass catcher than blocker. Drop his stats in there, Jackson. I'll wait. I'll wait, Jackson. Drop his stats.
Mega Cat Scratch. Good to see you on there, man. And happy New Year, Frank Denton. Oh, man. Just right back from Norman, live in Florida. Yeah, a lot better weather in Florida. I was just there. Do you agree or disagree with this? I think I disagree with this. Biggest needs are O-line. Would you agree or disagree? Depth, yes.
Depth-wise, but you need one starter from the portal at O-line. Hey, Jay, I haven't talked to you, so who do you want? I'm not saying who they're going to get. Who do you want, Jay, at tight end coach?
Oh,
and I was right, Jackson, because 918 said I was, okay? You're thinking of the wrong guy, my guy.
Who do I want at tight end coach? Somebody that can coach tight ends.
No, give me a name. Who do you want? Who's the guy?
I would like Lee Peck.
Over Jason Witten.
I mean, either one of those guys, but here's what I don't want to have happen. I mean, Murray can recruit, and so could Witten, but Murray's not developing running backs very well. I mean, I don't know. It's tough for me. I think Lee Pack's a good tight end coach, man. I really do. So, but I don't really care. Anybody they bring in is going to be better than what they had.
Yeah, and
Good
I
picks.
want
Good
Witten.
picks.
Mike, I want Witten. And you're right, Brent. A lot of the teams that spent a ton of money, they're sitting home right now. They're sitting home. Dave McCook, thanks for the super. The support is he's on a heater right now, Jay. Dave is. He's on a heater.
Hey, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. Jerm, one thing we didn't talk about, somebody I think Mega Cat Scratcher brought up O-line earlier. And I know we might differ on this. I think you could move Foje to right tackle, and I think Ozida could be really good at guard there.
They're already putting Foje at tackle.
No, but I think Ozida could be – I think you think Ozida's a 2.
Foje's already to tackle.
No, Jerm, listen.
You just said move him to tackle.
Well, because he played some guard this
He's
year.
tackle.
But he played some guard. Jerm, okay, then who do you think you don't think Ozida to replace Fabechi? You don't like that?
I didn't say that. I said I want to bring in a stud guard, interior offensive lineman, and have him compete versus EPL and Ozida.
See, I like Ozida a lot.
I like Ozida.
I think next year you got Fasusi and Foje on the outside. I think you got EPL and Ozida on the guards, and I think you got your center. I think you bring in some depth. But I like those pieces personally.
I didn't say all the teams are sitting home, but Texas, Texas Tech, Ohio State, Bama, they were big-time spenders.
Hey,
Georgia.
Hey, Jerm, the thing is, if you go look at it, we can talk about O-line portal guys. Name many of them that actually pan out and are great. Last year, who was the guy everybody wanted from in the portal for Oklahoma?
Hurd?
Well, yeah, he's out there again. There again. Lance Hurd. I mean, I just think I think O-line is a position where you really got to develop guys. You can't portal guys. Yeah, they can fill spots. They can be decent, but to get a stud, I just don't know. Are there portal studs out there that you would say O-line right now that you think are just would be? I mean, where's it worked out for Oklahoma that well? Other than Guyton, where's it worked out? I mean, Michaela played good this year, but where have they got a stud out of the portal O-line? And I'm not even just saying.
They haven't. And Jay, OU spent a lot last year on Ottman's here. They did. It's a fact. And they went and got other guys that were really good. Kendall Daniels, Marvin Jones Jr. Last year, they got a lot of guys out of the portal. Fabechi Muiwu, Jay. He's been good.
I will say
Rouse was good. Cade Mator was good.
I will say this. There's a lot of people out there that want OU to go get the big fish. And I'm fine with that if they end up being good. But I also remember one of the big fish that everybody thought was going to be a big fish was Jaden Ott, and he wasn't any good at all, never played. So if you go get a Parker Livingston instead of I'm not going to compare him in a stud receiver, but I'm just saying, if you get guys that are going to work like Sectania did, then, oh, yeah, that's great. But if you go spend a lot of money on somebody and it doesn't work out, you're kind of cooked.
Yeah.
I
don't think Deacon Schmidt will start personally. I don't.
I don't think he starts.
I agree, Daniel. They didn't lose the guys they couldn't afford to lose. The guys they lost on the O-line, they could afford to lose. Most of them guys spent more time on the injury report than anything else. And Jackson, I don't care about the PFF, the professional flip-flop, flipper, whatever it is. It's trash a lot.
And here's
it's like a plus-minus in basketball. I don't care.
918, good to see you, man. Hey, I would agree with this except one thing I would change. I agree right with what he's saying. Tight end and wide receiver one. There's one other person I would put in there.
What's that?
I'd go get Durham RB1. I'd go get me an RB1.
I agree. I want Caden Durham.
I think Blaylock and I think
I want Avent too, Jay.
Yeah, I think they're good. But I think you could go get a true just one at running back.
I'm satisfied if next year they have X-Rob, Blaylock, Durham, Avent, and Jonathan Hatton. I think those 5 dudes, that is a really solid running back room. It's really good, Jay. Especially if they move DeMarco's seat on the bus.
Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen there. Michael, I understand what you're saying, man. I understand the O-line wasn't just anything to write home about.
Two freshmen on some of those guys.
But I will say that those guys like Fasusi and Foje will be a lot better with the experience they had. I think I mean, Michael played pretty well. It was the running game. The pass blocking was good. I don't know how much was the rush blocking, how much was the scheme, all of it. I mean, there's just a lot of it that needs to be fixed offensively in the running game. A lot of it. The whole offense needs to be fixed. It wasn't that good this year, okay? I would agree with you. And if you can get a good portal guy, I mean, somebody tell me on here, I've been gone for a week. Who's out there O-line when you want O-line guys?
Oh, the King guy would be a great depth piece.
I'm talking starter stud.
Well, yeah, the Adams kid. LSU has a few of them, Jay, but
Okay.
no tackle is going to come to OU. Can people realize in the world of the NIL, no starting tackles coming to Norman? Unless Oklahoma says we have a starting tackle position open because Foji's moving to guard. No player is going to entertain the option of going to OU. When you're a big-time player, you want to play, Jason. You don't want to go compete for a job.
Yeah, and I understand what people are dropping Hurd's name in here. I get it. But they didn't get him last year. I don't think they're going to get him this year. That's just
Would
me.
he start over for Susie and Foje?
I thought he played guard.
No, he's a tackle, Jay.
Well, I mean, I thought he could play guard.
And your guy, Caden Green, who you argued me about, is coming back, Jay.
Now, you could move Foji. You can move Foji inside at that point, but Hurd at tackle.
Hey, who allowed more sacks? Hey, Michael, who allowed more sacks this year? Yeah, Akron O-line, that's the King kid, is visiting. He's in Norman visiting.
Depth piece.
Oh,
right.
Yes, depth piece.
Yeah. So who's going to be the biggest portal guy they get position-wise? Is it going to be the tight end or wide receiver? Money-wise.
Money-wise, probably will be a receiver unless they land a big-time defensive tackle or a big-time linebacker or a big-time there's a DB from Oregon, Jay, that's visiting.
I'm talking offensive.
I like him a lot. He's 6'2", 200. He's 6'2", 200.
Jared, I'm not worried about defense. I'm talking about offense. I think defense will be just fine. I'm worried about offense. So on offense, what position group?
Well, you're probably going to say receiver is going to be the biggest money.
I mean, unless you go get Foley. I don't know if they're – I don't know. What's Livingston asking? $1,000,000? 600,000?
No, probably 600 and 900,000 is my guess.
Wouldn't you agree that these numbers are very inflated?
Jay Mestamaker got $7 million over 2 years.
I don't buy it.
He did. It was released.
Who released it?
The Robert Allen.
My point exactly. My point exactly. I still think it's inflated, dude. I'm sorry, I do. I think that's inflated. That's just me, okay? Maybe I'm an idiot. I've been on a cruise. I've been on a ship. I don't know what's going on. I think in fact, I talked to a few people on the cruise ship, and they thought it was inflated too.
Well, if they spent $1 million on Ott, then Parker Livingston is a steal at 800,000.
Well, yeah, I mean,
look at his yards per catch, Jay. He's a downfield guy. He's not a little. He's not a slant route runner. He's a downfield player.
Man, I just Mustamaker 3.5 for a year. A year.
Mestamaker released it here. Jen's getting ready. Oh, I guess they're in North Texas. Yeah, they're in Denton.
I don't know. I don't buy it.
Hey, the talk on Ott was it was $1 million. Jay, what Ott get?
I don't know. I don't balance his check, but hang on a second.
So I've heard anywhere from 500K to $1 million.
I know, Germ. He was really just in love with you as you came to OU this year, but I know you kind of didn't really get any playing time, didn't do much, but you just let me know kind of your total salary for the year, if you would. Yeah, okay. All right.
50,000 per yard.
I'm gonna go live with it. That's okay. Okay, we'll do. He couldn't tell me, John. Couldn't tell me.
Beep, 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 beep.
What is that?
Well, the stud's not on you. I promise you that.
What is that? A stud finder?
You've been gone, Jay. I've added props to the channel. I've added props. It's a stud finder for the portal.
Hey, and I got to say, I see Chief T-Bird on there, Chief. You won the bet fair and square, man. I lost the bet. That game, Texas Tech looked pitiful, dude. pitiful. And I hate the bye weeks. I hate it for the teams other than Indiana. No other team has won. But, Chief, whatever the bet was, I think it was Germ can do whatever he wants from here on out for a while.
Do anyway.
Germ,
hey, Chris.
do whatever you want, man.
Chris, Oklahoma State has the better quarterback. Mestamaker was one of the top guys in the country this year, yardage and things. We'll see how he translates to the Big 12, but obviously, and I think it's just funny though, Jay, about and I agree with Sooner-Thron. The Chambliss stuff is hilarious to me.
What about it?
People out like Ole Miss win the portal and spend all this money. Jason, he would not be Lane Kiffin, the Great, was starting Austin Simmons over him.
No, I know they spent a lot.
People need to question Lane Kiffin. Jay, by the way, I'm saying it because I said it the other night. If Lane Kiffin's still coaching Ole Miss, they're not in the playoffs. They would have lost that game.
I agree. They would have already lost.
They would have lost the game. It's Lane
Kiffin.
Kiffin.
I agree with you. They would have lost to Georgia with Lane Kiffin. I'm not going to disagree with that. Hey, but Ole Miss spent a lot more money the year before.
Yeah, and what Daniel's been saying all the time is the second year is when it would be for OU. That's kind of what Ole Miss did.
Yeah, hey.
That's what Ole Miss did. Ole Miss, their first year, they were supposed to win it all. They didn't. This year, they might.
Hey, who do you got in the finals? I got Miami, Indiana.
I want Indiana, Ole Miss.
I got Miami, Indiana.
I want Indiana, Ole Miss.
I don't think anybody's beating Indiana, dude.
Best of fall guy, man. This is peak.
What's peak? Me or you? Probably you. Hey, Germ. I don't listen. I saw Jen say, "Do I think he's lying?" Put the quote in here that he said. I want to see what the quote he said. I'd like to see it.
About what?
Coming from Drew Mustermaker's mouth. Well, how much he made.
Well,
I want to
see. It's not Mustermaker. It's Mestamaker.
Well, I was just on a mustard drill on the ship, so I mustard maker is what I called him. I don't know, Germ. I'm not saying I'm saying he's lying. I just want to see the quote. I've been gone for a week.
It is so weird to see that Hoosiers for football.
Man,
hey, but one thing, Mr. Chet. Hey, one thing, Mr. Chet. First off, OU did make the playoff this year, but what I was going to say is this. And did Indiana win a game in the playoffs last year, Jay? I believe they lost first round, didn't they?
Yes.
Okay, so same as OU this year.
Notre Dame beat them, didn't they?
Same as OU this year?
Yeah.
Curt Cignetti, what he has is Curt Cignetti brought all his dudes coaching with him. They've been with him for years. And he even brought his players from James Madison. So I guess the people who say, well, you got to just go get all these big-time guys who've been in the SEC, not so fast, my friend. Well, they brought James Madison players over.
No, you need ball players. You need coaching. You need development. Development's the thing, the main thing, I think. I mean,
second best team in my opinion. Well, the best team on paper and in actuality is Indiana. You can't argue that. The second team, though, I like Chambliss as a playmaker, but I think it's Miami. The way they run the ball.
Miami talent-wise might be the number two. I would agree.
Hey, he told the Denton Record Chronicle, Jay.
Okay, I'll have to go look. I'm going to look it up afterwards. I'd like to read what he said, read his article. Brent says if OU can get an interior line, wide receiver, and a good tight end, Material will have the stud finder going off next year. But you know what? I think they need two receivers.
So, Jay, let me ask you this. Is Parker Livingston, would you be beep, 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 or would it be beep, 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 beep for Parker Livingston?
What are you considering a stud?
Is Parker Livingston a stud?
Parker Livingston's a good receiver. I don't consider him a stud. Is he a wide receiver one? No. Do you think
is the tenure your one then?
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, would he be a wide receiver one that goes? I mean, to me, I think of a wide receiver one as a high NFL draft pick.
Well, they don't have one of those, Jay.
First round draft pick should be a wide receiver one for OU.
They don't have one of those right now.
I know. I'm saying, would Parker Livingston be in? I'd say no. He's to me, Parker Livingston's a solid, good receiver. Yes.
You like him over Giovanni Gibson?
Would I like to have him at Oklahoma? Yes.
You like him over Giovanni?
Yes.
Yes.
I like him, Germ. I like him. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, you're saying certified stud. He's quality. Boom. He's quality.
Okay, so Jay and 918, and I like Pettit too, Michael. Cam Coleman is certified stud. Who else at receiver right now in the portal would you say certified stud?
Well, I've been gone for weeks, so I don't know who all's in the portal. You tell me. Is there another guy out there? I don't know.
There's a lot of guys out there, Jay. Is Cam Coleman the only one? Amarion. What about Amarion Miller from Colorado? A lot of people think he's a certified stud.
Yeah.
What about Dre Moore or DeAndre Moore from Texas?
I like Moore, but
now if TJ Moore entered from Clemson, certified stud finder.
Man, you talk about a joke. Clemson went and hired Chad Morris when I was gone. What are they doing? That'd be kind of like OU.
It's terrible.
That'd be kind of like OU going back and hiring Chuck Long again. I mean,
start down and long. Hey, Jay, I agree with Daniel. Everyone's going to praise him now, but they would have been ripping OU if they would have went to Ferris State and got a quarterback.
Well, that's just the way it works, man. If that's the way it works, you're right.
Hey, I've got some news for everyone on here who sits up on this channel in the chat room and makes comments that I'm getting ready to say, Jay, so come at me. All the people who wanted Michael Hawkins and said Michael Hawkins didn't get a chance. Michael Hawkins is the guy at OU. He should be playing over Mateer. Listen, if Trinidad Chambliss would have played like Michael Hawkins did when Simmons got hurt, Austin Simmons would be the quarterback again. And I'll reverse it. If Michael Hawkins would have played like Trinidad Chambliss when he took over, John Mateer wouldn't have come back against Texas, Jay. We might be talking about Mateer in the portal.
Well, Jeremy, he only played one game. Kent State, dude. What are you talking about?
He would have looked better against Kent State.
No.
Yes.
No, Jerm, no.
Okay, Jason, go look at Trinidad Chambliss numbers. Chambliss was not supposed to be the guy, Jason. Even when he took over for Austin Simmons, the whole mindset was they're going to bring Austin Simmons back. Chambliss, I love it in football when players do this. Tom Brady's the best example.
Why are we talking about Michael Hawkins is no longer at Oklahoma? I know that.
Correct. Let's move on.
Is it official he's at West Virginia?
No, it sounds like Rich Rodriguez loved him, and that's the thought he's going to.
Is Kip Lewis re-signed yet? That's the big question.
No, but I'm sure he is, Jay. Now, it is interesting, though, that they're bringing one of the top linebackers out of the portal in. Is that because they think Kip's leaving? I don't. I think Kip's coming back.
No, they need depth at linebacker. If Owen Heineke's gone,
well, a top linebacker in the portal is not coming for depth, Jay. He's coming to start.
But Owen Heineke might not be back, Jerm.
Correct.
So even if Kip's back, you need another guy.
Correct.
So what do you think about Owen Long? I kind of like him.
Yeah, he's taking a visit to Hoosierville first.
What do you think about Austin Romine? K-State.
Do not contact tag.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, where do you think he's going?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like
that's one position group that there's a lot of guys out there right now, and that's linebacker. There's a lot of guys in the portal that are good.
There's 6,000 players. There is 7,000 players in the portal.
Agree.
There's tons of players.
I agree. Now, let's go back and talk about a guy named Caden Durham. Taylor Tatum portaled. Right now, OU's down to Blaylock and Exra pretty much. And then you got Hatton coming in. Those are probably your top three right now there. Okay, so let's bring up Durham. We all know it was going to be Durham or Tatum coming to Oklahoma a couple years ago. They ended up with Tatum. Tatum's gone. You got Durham in the portal. You still got DeMarco Murray there right now as a running back coach. I mean, you have David Stone and Durham that are pretty decent, seem to be decent friends. What's the chance of them landing Durham right now? 50% or higher or lower?
I would flip the coin at 50, Jay, because I haven't heard if he's going to want to come here, especially with how it was the first time.
Why do you think he's not staying in that offense at LSU? Whoa.
Jay, there's a guy named Barry there right now, Harlan Barry.
What?
He took over his job.
Yeah, you got Lane Kiffin's offense, though, man, right? I mean,
Yeah, and hey, I'm excited for Jen as well because I know you're under the weather. You weren't able to have Christmas during Christmas time, but excited for you that you're able to
that's
spend
great.
time with family tomorrow. Enjoy it. Hey, Bobby's here, Jay. Let's add Bobby. I'm liking that. Liking that OU.
Oh yeah, thank you. Hey guys, running back situation. I know we need to take care of that, but what do y'all think? Do we need to get another running back, or is it that we
Yes.
do have the talent, but we don't have the coach to bring out the talent? Like Ott, was it Ott's fault, or was it DeMarco Murray's fault for maybe not coaching him?
Well, it sounds like Ott didn't work. Didn't work out very hard.
Hey, they have guys at running back. They got Blaylock, they got X-Rob, they got Hatton. I'm just saying, if you could get a guy that you know would be the guy, or at least fighting for that one position, I think it'd be nice to go get him. Now, will they? I don't know that they will, Bobby. I think they might be satisfied with what they got there, and they'll go get a depth piece.
Do you think BV satisfied with keeping DeMarco Murray as the coach?
I don't know the answer to that.
Personally, I don't think he is, Bobby, and I'm still saying that they might be moving his seat on the bus.
Yeah, and
not getting rid of him, but moving his seat.
Well, yeah, and I guess that's being nice, but we really do need to move on from him being the running back coach. I think
Agreed.
that hurt us in the playoff. The reason why Alabama lost, no running game. The reason why we lost to Alabama, 0 running game. I mean, if we had a running game, we probably wouldn't have lost a game this whole year.
Hey,
running is the most important thing next to O-line.
They got to fix it.
I agree. Look at the 4 teams. Indiana, great running game. Oregon can definitely run the ball. Ole Miss, Kewan Lacey runs the ball well. They run the ball well. And then the last one is Miami. Fletcher's a stud in their O-line.
For sure. All right, y'all have a good night, guys.
Hey, you too. Hey, anyone who thinks Kewan Lacey is going to go to LSU, no chance.
You don't think so? No chance.
0.
Why do you say 0?
Jay, all these people who act like these Ole Miss guys are going to follow LSU, Lane Kiffin, it's a joke right now. They're not. Ole Miss will pay up, Jay. Jay, they're getting more money every time they win the game, Jason. Every time they win.
So's Lane Kiffin.
Sure is.
So's Lane Kiffin. Satania,
speaking of O-line really quickly.
Brody Foley and well, yeah, I like Carter, but Carter's a rotational guy. He's not – I don't consider him as a one receiver.
Hey, Jay, if I'm going to go get an O-lineman, I'm going to put on tape. Now, there's 3 or 4 Michigan O-linemen that have entered. I'm going to put on tape of teams who pound the ball, and I'm going to get guys who fly off the ball. I'm not even going to look at their pass blocking stats.
But, Jerm, you can't – it depends on what the offense scheme is. If some of these guys they have could probably fly off the ball. They don't run a scheme that do that, Jerm.
Well,
I mean, that's part of it.
3rd and 1, there's no scheme. It's called get a yard, Jay. OU wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, this is true.
Hey, if that's true, Michael, why are they losing everyone? Parker, the receiver, they're losing everyone. Michael's
right. They don't have LSU money, but you know what? They may win a national championship this year.
With the D2 quarterback.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Steve, thanks for the super. Appreciate your support as always. Our running backs are fine, but our O-line has been hot garbage. Now, if we fix that, our offense will look a heck of a lot better. Even Mature might look good. Let me disagree a little bit here. I disagree on a couple things. One, I agree the O-line has been terrible in the running game. But I can't sit here and say the running backs are fine because they haven't shown the ability to bounce it out or cut back very well at all. They're poorly coached, in my opinion. We've got 2 callers. We've got Colin followed by William.
Yeah, and thanks for the super, Chief. Appreciate it, man. Let's get to Colin first, followed by William. What's up, Colin?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Doing all right, man. Did you go to that basketball game today?
No, I watched it, and I know it's very early to say stuff, but I definitely think this is Porter Moser's best team.
Yeah, I agree.
Just the shooting, and I also love Cool Attack. I don't think I'm saying that right, but his shooting threes of how consistent he is actually like crazy. How good he is at that height.
Yeah, he's a spark for sure. What's on your mind football wise?
Football wise, I definitely think people get overworked in the portal and think they just need the big guys, but we've seen sometimes that doesn't work.
Yeah,
And I'm
you need guys that are going to fill gaps that you really need help at, and we all know where those position groups are at Oklahoma.
yeah, but as you guys even alluded earlier, like Trinidad Chambles was a D2 player.
Yeah, but I
Like,
feel like
and
he's an exception though.
but you get what I mean. Like, you don't
I-
always have to just go big fishes to see if you had that mark if you had success.
Oh, I understand what you're
Like
saying.
last year when we first got Jay Knott, we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna be running all over people. He's gonna be amazing. And that
I
doesn't
agree.
always I would rather get like the grounded work ethic people that, like you said, can contribute to us making a run next year in the
But
spots we need.
I agree with
But
that.
here's the hard part: is it's hard to figure out what kind of ethic they're going to have depending on where they were. What were the practices like? What were the toughness skills there compared to what they are now? It's just you never know how guys are going to respond to things.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Hey, thanks, Colin. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Let's get
But
to William.
Yeah, let's get to William.
William?
What's up?
How are you, man?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
What's on your mind?
I just love all the great points that you put out. I just wanted to say it's just a great live stream. Yeah.
All right. Hey, thanks, man.
William.
Appreciate it.
Is that
Thank you.
it? All right, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks, William.
Dropping some truth there, though. Great live stream. Appreciate that. I think that was maybe best of Fall Guy.
Hey, one thing I see people talking about in here.
You remember the show Fall Guy, Jay? That was elite.
Fall Guy was good. Hey, Coleman, if I kind of agree with Sooner Cowboy here. I think he might go to USC. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good offense.
No chance.
I'd be a pretty good offense to get in. You got
No
him in.
chance.
Wait, Jeremy, you know who would be opposite him?
Who?
Come on now.
I'm trying to think.
Wow. Germ.
Jay.
Wow.
I don't follow USC football like you.
Drummond Thune said the difference.
No, who is it?
Drummond Thune said
No,
the
who
difference.
is it?
Germ.
You don't know it.
Malachi Lemon, Germ.
Malachi Lemon.
Lemon.
What's he done?
What?
What's he done, Jay?
Is he he's not eligible to go pro, is he?
What's he done, Jay?
He's a freaking stud.
What's he done? How many playoff wins he got?
Okay, he's gone. He gone.
How
Okay.
many playoff wins he got?
He gone. Okay,
How many
good.
playoff wins he got?
He's a stud, Germ.
Was he a-
That's what I was wondering. Was he gone?
Was he a stud in the Alamo Bowl?
Germ, he's so good, dude. Yeah, Germ doesn't know who he is, Colin. Germ doesn't know who he is. Okay, bud.
Oh, Fall Guy or MacGyver?
Hey,
I'm going
Colin,
MacGyver every time. Every
Colin,
time.
Germ's never heard of him. Never heard of him.
I'm going MacGyver every time. Now, I'm going Fall Guy over $6 million man. Now, Stoya said about an hour ago that OU's going after the Virginia receiver, Terrell Harris.
Yeah,
But
I don't.
again, here's where I'm at.
Just tell me who they get, man.
No,
Just tell me
do
who
you
they
need to
get.
go out? Like, I don't think they need Livingston and Harris. Because you got guys like Elijah Thomas who then are going to say, I'm bouncing. You've got to pick carefully and wisely who you're going to bring in and the numbers that you're going to bring in. And I said this earlier. You brought up Alabama with 6 receivers, Jay. Brooks, Williams. If Cam Coleman were to go to Bama, one of those guys got to bolt. They're going to sit a whole year.
Well, Bama's down to 6 receivers as it is. Now, I kind of agree. I do agree with this by Chris. You know, A&M's bringing in a new coordinator. I don't know if he would go there. And plus, you know what? I'm not sold on Reed as quarterback there. I mean, to me, I don't know. I mean, you're leaving Auburn, but you're going to there, and the guy makes plays, but then he plays bad for some time. So I think he can go somewhere with a more established offense and quarterback wise. That's why I think. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think USC would be a good option for him. But
Hey, AMAC Sooner, here's where we're at with the portal. You've got guys like Jermichael Carter, who next year he's developed some this year. Next year could be a coming out party for him. But then when you bring guys in, the Jermichael Carters, they're not going to play, Jay. You got to play the other guys.
Jeremy, let me ask you a question. Name guys that have left OU in the portal in the last 3 years that have just tore it up somewhere.
Smothers, Hollywood Smothers.
Which I think he's going to visit Bama.
I think Hollywood Smothers is probably the number one guy. I mean, Brendan Thompson was great. Brendan Thompson was really good this year.
The reason I brought it up is I think Carter's going to be gone. It brought up Lewis Carter to me. Remember Lewis Carter at linebacker? What did he do last year at West Virginia?
Yeah, UCF. I thought he went to UCF.
DG was really good. DG left Oklahoma and was really good.
DG is a good one. Hey, Caleb
Walker.
Williams.
Tyree Walker, yeah.
Caleb Williams. Hey, there was a comment I was just showing, Jay. This. Ty Simpson likely Oregon or someone else maybe if he doesn't get through.
Was that true or was that fake?
No, I think Simpson's looking at leaving because Austin Mack will start next year.
Well, I don't know if he loves that. I mean,
or Keelan Russell,
yeah.
That game got out of hand quickly.
Hey,
that was shocked.
Listen, the fact of the matter, you can argue with me all you want about it. And this is not just throwing shade at him. They beat Oklahoma in the playoff, okay? Fair and square. They beat Oklahoma.
Correct.
Alabama.
Oklahoma.
Wait, no, let me finish. Alabama has lost it physically compared to other. They're getting manhandled up front.
They're not the same. They're not the same, Jay.
They're not the same physically as they were before when Saban was there. When DeBoer
scheme, Jay, finesse Ryan Grubb.
DeBoer is a finesse team. That's what they did at Washington. They aren't as physical at the attack. They're not.
No, they're not.
And that's their problem. That's their problem, in my opinion.
Correct.
And I'm not throwing shade at them. They beat Oklahoma, so they're still a good team. I'm just saying they got
physically they're not where they need to be.
They got physically manhandled. We can talk SEC all we want.
SEC didn't look good, Jay.
Big Ten's the best conference. They're going to win probably another national championship, 3 in a row.
And people won't like to hear this, but guess who preseason number 1 or at least top 5 will be? Texas.
Yeah, but don't you think if you had to put money on it right now, Big Ten, or are you taking the field? You taking Indiana or everybody else? I think Indiana or Oregon winner is going to win. I think that's going to be your national.
I think Indiana is right now a clear-cut playoff.
I think they're looking at 3 years in a row with the Big Ten.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Chuck, it's not them moving on from him. It's he's going to move on is what it sounded like.
Yeah, and Bama is definitely not trash, Jen Kane. That's not what I said. I think somebody else said it in the chat. I'm not saying that. I am saying
they can't run the ball, Jay.
They're not as physical.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing with the Big Ten. I do think the Big Ten was top heavy. I think their top is the best in the country. Their bottom is not very good, though.
Correct.
Which is great for the Big Ten because what it does is those teams, it's an easier path to the playoffs, and then they're not beating up on each other. So I think it works out great.
Hey, Jay, I know you've been gone. I couldn't find the Sugar 66 logo on here the other day. I must have done something wrong. But Jay, do you have a trivia tonight? I failed on trivia the last week.
That logo right there?
Yeah, I failed on trivia, Jay.
Well, let me get a trivia for you here.
You got one?
Let me get one.
Hey, yeah, Chuck. I would say Texas is the clear-cut favorite over Oklahoma next year. Absolutely.
Hey,
yeah, check out Sugar 66, a dessert shop over here in the 918 area, owned by 918, one of the OG viewers of our channel and supporters of our channel. Great dessert shop in the Mother Road Market, okay? Go check them out. Now,
hey, sorry, this is not going to be a sports trivia question, but I have to ask it. Because
this is a true statement. It reminded me of that exactly.
Not as bad, but it was pretty bad. Here's the trivia question. I'm sorry, I'm going to do a Disney trivia question. I was on a Disney cruise. So, Jerm, maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but what was the only movie to be nominated for Best Picture before there was an animated division of Best Picture? What Disney movie was nominated Best Picture before there was ever even an animated version?
And it's an animated movie?
Well, obviously, yes.
Must be Wally or something.
And here's what I also want to know. I want to know what year this movie came out. It's not Snow White.
It's not Toy Story.
Not Toy Story. There's the correct answer. Beauty and the Beast. What year did that come out, Jerm?
I have no idea, Jay.
Good job, AMAC. You're aging yourself here with the year this came out. I am. Like, I couldn't believe it. See if anybody gets what year it came out.
Yeah, I've heard looking at Oregon, Tennessee.
There it is, 1991, baby.
918, of course, gets it.
Doesn't that age yours? I mean, it aged me when I heard that.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, I'm not gonna lie, man. Sometimes I say things, but this is I'm amped to have you back, man. This has been great.
Hey, good to be back. I'm telling you, it was very odd. I mean, I was.
Let me ask you this: did you miss it every night?
I didn't miss it every night, but I missed it. I was up still. I mean, we were an hour ahead of you guys, but there's absolutely nowhere to do it on a cruise ship, and there's no signal. I mean, we had a Wi-Fi that we were alternating between 5 of us to take turns getting on it, checking emails and stuff. So, but it was a great trip. Ate a lot of food, had a lot of fun. Great warm weather. Came back today, 40 degrees. Don't like that very much at all.
Hey, Noel Michael, thanks for the super. And yes, I'm pumped about softball. Pumped that OU basketball got a win today to open the SEC. But softball, always pumped for, and our content will be ramping up with softball too. You don't need to go elsewhere. We'll be having softball lives and everything. So,
and you also with football, the portal open Friday it opened. I think you're going to start seeing some commits here pretty soon for Oklahoma and who they're going to get.
Over the weekend.
It'll start ramping up. They got visits coming in. My opinion, you need to land Parker Livingston, a guy that could come in right away. Great, solid receiver from a rival team that you didn't like seeing catch the ball against you. Would love it. But
yeah,
hope they can land him as well as some other guys. Tight end's a major need. I know we haven't talked about Joe John being gone, but huge need there at tight end. Who do they get? We'll see.
And hopefully Jason Witten, in my opinion. And hey, 918, you're right. Anytime I forget what Jay looks like, though, I just look in the mirror.
You don't look the same. You don't look the same.
I do that every night. So, hey, guys, thanks for being here. All the supers from Noel, Chief T-Bird, Dave McCook, and others. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Jen, enjoy your Christmas with your family tomorrow. Jay, you're getting ready to say something.
I was going to say, Jerm, you've never been on a cruise, but hey, can you?
I can't tread water.
What you don't? You're not in the water. You're on a boat.
You hope you're not. Go ahead.
You're on a boat, dude. What I was going to say is nothing brings you closer together as family as 5 people in a small room on a cruise ship. I mean, Jerm, you and your boys, that would be epic, man.
Hey, can you imagine how loud that would be?
Oh, I can only imagine, Jerm.
I can only imagine. Great song, by the way, Mercy Me. Hey, guys, appreciate it. Hit the like before you leave. We'll be back again tomorrow, hopefully with some portal news. Stay tuned. Hit the like before you leave, and we'll see you next time. Boomer.
Sooner.